All right, so we are live here at the Real Portland Maine team. I'm Mike Weisman,
I'm Matt Dechaine.
and this is our weekly Market Watch updates.
Yes.
And today we're going to cover two markets that we watch regularly each week and bring you updates and news on. One is the Greater Portland market, and one would be the Casco Bay Coastal and Waterfront properties.
And like last week, we'll have a bit of stats on what's going on in the market with a little, news info piece just to let you know, what the updates are.
That's right. So let's start with looking at the weekly stats as far as what's going on in the market. So first off, in our Greater Portland market. So the Greater Portland market, we had 270 active listings. That's up from 20 from last week. Brings out to 90 condominiums, 90 condos, 112 single-family homes, and 38 multifamily homes. And this past week brought 14 closings to the Portland market, with the highest single-family home on Pleasant Street for $998,000.
Wow.
Yep. It's a federal-style brick building, 9 fireplaces, 4 beds, 2 baths, and about 3,500 square feet.
9 fireplaces.
Yep, it's awesome. And I think it's going to be interesting to watch, Matt, if we're going to be seeing some of those condos, the ratios from condos to single-family homes rising with the new FHA guidelines that have come in.
Well, now that there's more financing options available, I agree. I think we'll see more condo sales for sure.
Right. And if you missed that in our last week's weekly update, as of October 15th, there were changes that came through, and there are now more condominiums available to be financed via FHA financing, which weren't available before. So if you're curious about that, how that might affect your home search, definitely reach out to us. And we're working on preparing a one-page sort of a cheat sheet PDF document guide that will give you those details and really open some opportunities up potentially for you.
The main thing about FHA is you can get in with as little as 3.5% down.
Right.
So for those of you who want to buy into Portland and are worried about the down payment, it's a great way to get in there without having to empty your bank account.
Definitely. So remember, and those laws have changed, and so it's just opening more opportunities. More condos now qualify under that program. So great opportunity. Okay.
So for a little piece of news, there's been some talk lately about making parts of Portland, on Forest Ave, a lot of the buildings as historic.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are for it, obviously, because what it does is it creates a little more heritage in the city, but it also reduces the rights of the property owners.
Right.
So
it's a balancing act.
Exactly. 5 of the 17 area buildings proposed for Forest Ave were approved. Some of those include the Chapman Building, or Chapman Block, the Oddfellows Building, which if you're driving down Woodford's Corner, it's the one shaped like the Flatiron Building. Has the clock tower at the top. And also Woodford Food and Beverage. Okay. That one is particularly historic because it's the only, or one of the only examples of mid-modern, mid-century modern, which is rare in Portland. It has that wavy roof, so that one has been deemed historic as well.
Right. Very interesting. Very cool.
Yeah, not sure if you've been there, Mike, Woodford Food and Beverage.
No, but it's a good place to check out.
Yeah, great restaurant.
Awesome. All right, now turning our attention now to Casco Bay. So our Casco Bay Market Watch. So for those of you that are on our Casco Bay Waterfront and Coastal Watch Guide, I get weekly updates on that. If you're not, you want to join that. That's a special email list that we send out with all the latest updates on Casco Bay properties with waterfront views, waterfront, or on the coastal areas. Reach out to us. We'll add you onto that list. So as you know, Casco Bay is defined by the area from Cape Elizabeth to the south and Cape Small to the north at the end of the Phippsburg Peninsula. So currently there's 143 active listings that we're watching in that area. On the low end, there's a $100,000 handyman special on the water in Brunswick. And I actually know a little bit about that one. It actually has, the problem with that one is it actually has an issue with the foundation.
Oh, okay.
And the Brunswick actually condemned it. Oh. But it does seem to possibly be repairable. The house actually is in decent shape.
So it's a foundation issue.
Foundation is an issue, and it's very close to the water, so that makes it challenging to work on. Okay. Right? But challenging for a lot of reasons, environmental reasons, things like that. But if someone could shore up the foundation, the footings, that house could be brought back. But that's a $100,000 fixer-upper, if you will, all the way up to a $7.9 million home for sale. 12,000 plus square feet, 3,000 plus square foot second home on Cape Elizabeth. And
Yeah.
Matt and I actually toured that house yesterday.
It's pretty amazing. It's on 5 acres right on the water.
Yep.
It's got a pool, a 2-story custom library.
Yep.
It's got the tennis courts in the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful. We have more details. If anyone here is seriously considering a property of that magnitude,
That's right. Yeah.
we can definitely get you some more information on
That's
that.
right. We actually filmed there yesterday a little bit, so we got asked to stop for a little bit. But I think we do have some footage that we can share with you guys, certainly from the outside.
Amazing home.
Yeah, amazing home. Actually, it was built off-site. Believe it or not, it was actually built modularly. It's not a modular home, but it was built in Canada and brought down piece by piece and reassembled here. So really cool property. And then we have currently 32 homes under contract. So property is moving along the coastal areas. 6 homes closed the past week, from a $200,000 waterfront condo in South Portland to a $1.1 million house. Also, that's on Cape Elizabeth.
Yes.
Yeah, also right. I think it was right up the street from that house, actually.
Yeah, 2 houses over at 2/3 of an acre.
2/3 of an acre. So definitely have that range of property. So if waterfront or coastal property is something you're interested in, you want that view, $200,000, you can get the waterfront condo. Or if you're up over that million or at the $8 million level, it's there for you as well.
So a couple news items for Casco Bay this week, both related to the fisheries.
Mm-hmm.
The first piece is the fact of the Mere Point Oyster Company up in Brunswick. The Department of Marine Resources has approved their permit to expand operations. Mm-hmm. They've been vocally opposed by 2 groups. One is people who want to maintain Mere Point and not have it be developed into a commercial fishery. Mm-hmm. And the other one is lobstermen who feel that their activities may affect their fishery.
Right.
The whole proposal is to go to grow the company's footprint by 160 times, from a 1/4 acre to 40 acres.
Wow.
Going from 1.5 million to 5 million oysters in the water at any given time.
Wow. Okay.
So,
there you go. It's always, the seacoast and fishing is such a heritage here in Maine that it's good to see these types of things that are, that are pushing forward to preserve that heritage.
Right, and it's sustainable.
Right.
Having
Absolutely.
these farm raised.
Yep.
Oysters,
having the sustainability of it all. Well, there you go. A very good quick update on the Greater Portland market and the Casco Bay Market Watch. We do these every week. If you'd like to get on one of our email lists, we have a list both for the Greater Portland. We have a list that we're developing right now that's actually for in the West End. We have a list also for condos on the peninsula, special list for that, and a list that's also, of course, for the waterfront and condo and coastal properties on Casco Bay. And that extends obviously much more than Portland. That's the entire bay. So reach out to us if you have a specific interest in that. Happy to help you.
We're obviously watching what's on the MLS, and then we do maintain a list of off-market properties.
That's right.
So if you have a special interest, perhaps we have something that we can match you up with.
Excellent point. We've got 30 plus listings right now. Not listings, but people, noticeable properties that have expressed interest to sell, but they don't want to be publicly on the market yet for whatever reason. So reach out to us, and we can probably make a match there with you if something fits your needs.
Yep, definitely. So,
all right. Till next week.
Thanks for tuning in.
We'll see you next week, and look forward to seeing you guys. Have a great weekend, and catch you next week.
See ya.
Bye-bye.